I told you I come from a family of fighters. And so I have my grandparents who were Holocaust survivors. I have my older brother who's done extraordinary things to protect the Jews. And I also, my father. And as soon as I say my father, people say, oh, I'm so sorry, may his memory be a blessing. His memory is alive with us right now. He has gone nowhere, and he's going to be here until 120. I have no doubt about it. The man is a fighter. Before I was born, my father did something that changed history. He fought a 10-year court case because he went for a job in Montreal and they wouldn't hire him. He was the star candidate, but when they got to the last question, they asked, "Are you Jewish?" He answered it correctly, but it was the wrong answer. So he became the Star of David candidate, and they said, "We don't hire Jews." So he took them to court. The lawyer on the other side was future Prime Minister of Canada, Mr. Brian Mulroney. My father's lawyer was provincially appointed, so he never showed up. But I have to say, to be fair to Brian, may his memory be a blessing, that he was compassionate to my father, and he didn't stay on that case long. But that case went on for more than a decade. This is threats, death threats, blacklisted, blackballed, and finally it comes down to the judge's verdict. And remember, my dad fought this case because he didn't want his kids to grow up on the streets of Montreal being beaten up like he was as a child. He didn't want his children to be denied opportunities simply for being Jewish. And the judge delivers his verdict and he says, despite confessions of Jew hate, I have to award the case to the defense because there were no laws to prohibit it. So my dad lost, but millions and millions of Canadians won because his case went on to be the catalyst to change the Quebec Civil Code to add protections against discrimination, which then went on to add protections against discrimination in Canada's Charter of Rights and Freedoms. But fast forward years later, my brother and I are born, and my dad still can't find work, trying to get by with whatever menial jobs he can. And my family is hated. My older brother is beaten up on the streets of Montreal. I'm 4 years old, and I'm called a maudite juive, a dirty Jew. I hide food under my bed because I don't know if my parents are going to be able to afford food for us the next day. I also clearly didn't know the laws of science and bacteria. But I say this because I want people to understand that the fault lines of Jew hate have always existed in Canada and around the world. And what we experienced on October 7th, it's just an earthquake.